The whole point of Accessibility Tracker is to make your project as efficient and as effective as possible. When it comes to efficiency, we want to spend the least amount of time and the least amount of money on our project. And when it comes to effectiveness, we want to make sure that we actually reach our end objective of full WCAG conformance. So I am inside of the project dashboard and we are looking at the team management view. And here we can see that I have info@accessible.org as the project owner. I've already got two other project members and I'm going to add one more. So let's go ahead and add chance@accessible.org. I will save changes. And what will happen now is Chance will get an invite to join the project and contribute. So I'm going to scroll up and now I'm going to go to view issues and we're going to go to the part of the dashboard that shows the audit report transposed inside of the dashboard. So really here it's like a condensed view of the audit report. So what I want to focus in on is who the issues are assigned to, or just the fact that we can assign the issues to different team members. So this is nothing new, but what's very helpful when in accessibility projects is when you have everyone, all of your team collaborating simultaneously. And this can be very difficult if you are working from an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet. It just gets difficult to track who's responsible for what, who's working on what the status of each issue is. And it can get very disorganized very fast. But with Accessibility Tracker, you are working from one centralized hub where you can easily see what the status of each issue is. And so here, actually, we have a column marked status, and then we can see for each issue, we have a different status. So we have completed, we have validated, we have not started. By the way, the difference between completed and validated is completed is when the issue is completed on your team side. Validated is when an independent auditor or a technical accessibility expert has validated the issue that is resolved. But what we can also do is we can assign each issue to a team member. So I'm going to go ahead and add john@accessible.org to the second issue. And then I'm going to add Chance to the third issue. And so they are now responsible for these individual issues. And we can continue on down. So this is really helpful when it comes to team collaboration and staying organized and staying on top of this. And you can just imagine when you are working with an audit report of even a few dozen issues, it can be very easy to lose track of who's working on what and what issues are finished, because even if we're working from a centralized spreadsheet, it's very difficult to keep track, and then the spreadsheet is just not dynamic enough to encompass all of these features and benefits that Accessibility Tracker has. So I'm just going to scroll down now for effect, and we can see, let's see how many total issues there are. There are 74 total issues. And by the way, this is just a sample audit report that I've uploaded. But the point here is that now we can have multiple people working on our project. They can all work cohesively. Everyone can know which issues they are in charge of. And now we can work efficiently. And what can happen is sometimes developers are simply in charge of the entire project, which they shouldn't be. Because with a developer, if they have that development background and that technical expertise, we want them working on the technical issues. We don't want to assign them issues where we can easily assign them to someone else on our team who is not as technical. Maybe they're just working on the content. So it's our content manager, it's our content editor. We want those people working on those issues so that we can leave the developer to the more advanced technical issues. So this is just a really nice way to stay organized. Everybody stays on track. Everybody knows who's responsible for what issue. And then when that person is done, they can mark that issue as completed. And then once all of the issues are marked completed, then that's where an external validator can come in and validate the issues and or provide feedback on what is next for the issue. So if the issue is not yet resolved, they can provide feedback on how to resolve that issue or what is incomplete that needs to be fixed again. So this accessibility tracker is going to help your team stay organized, stay on point, and we are going to continue making it better. So we haven't even released all of the features that are coming. We have so many more ideas, but as it stands right now, this is going to tremendously increase the efficiency of your project. There aren't going to be any lost hours to working on spreadsheets, not being sure what issues have been worked on, which issues have been fixed, which have been validated, trying to write in Excel spreadsheets what the current status of the issue is, whether it's been completed or resolved. This is going to save so much time, not even just with the accessibility side, but just the practical side, the friction and going back and forth over email and Slack and communications. Now everything, all of the focus is in a centralized hub. So now we know exactly what issues are validated, and now we know how far along our progress truly is. Compare this to using a scan-based platform. This is an audit-based platform. That's a very important distinction, because now we are working from our actual audit results, so we can know exactly what is needed to reach full WCAG conformance. So I will include a link to Accessibility Tracker in the description.